Responsibilities are burdening you. Set boundaries to deal with burnout. Look, the guy looked tired, man. Remind me of when Jesus was carrying the cross, right? So that is from the Rider-Waite, the stick that I'm using. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Barbara. We're going through the major arcana cards and we're going through ace right through to the king. So, well, to the kings. So this is the 10 of Wands from the Gourmet Tarot deck. And I am so glad that I had this deck because it gave me some ideas about the bread. Boo, I can hear that clicking over there. Is that clicking bothering you guys? He's clicking the mouse. Little things like that bothers me when I'm looking at other people's channel. So this is the Gilded Tarot Royale deck from Ciro Marchetti. And he stayed kind of true to the Rider-Waite. See, the guy is burdening. See, he has a burden that he's carrying. I like all the stuff going on in the back. I like this Gilded Tarot Royale deck. I'm going to read from this deck too when I start reading. So then we go to my fourth deck. I bought this for myself. And this is from Temu. It's $3 for it. And I bought it because it has a lot of information on the deck. It's Rider-Waite again, or on the card I should say. Let's put on my near vision glasses. 10 of Wands, you're almost there. You may have unconsciously or consciously taken on extra responsibilities, but you know that the blood, sweat, and tears you've put in are about to pay off. See, I thought it was a negative card at first, but that gave me some motivation. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. Burden, extra responsibility, hard work, overloaded, carrying too much, stress, keep going, end in sight, completion. All 10s are about completion, by the way. So I like that. And then for another Ciro Marchetti deck, it's called Marchetti Tarot. And it's the 10 of Wands. There you go. And then from my deck, for you guys who may not have watched the videos in the series How It's Going, I made a deck. When I started this channel, I started to make a deck, and my deck is complete. You can't buy it anywhere just yet. As of this recording, today is December the 27th, 2025. It's my daughter's, or our daughter's 30th birthday, and she's in Ireland celebrating with 3 friends, and she's having a really, really great time. So I'm glad for her. So ever since she was little, she didn't like spending her birthday with us, huh?
She wanted to go.
She wanted to be with her friends and be on the go. She's just like my mom, just like her grandma, be on the go. When I do my next box, well, one for me to keep, I want for them to put the title and the subtitle in foil, and then the edges of the cards, I want it to be gilded with gold or silver, whichever one I like. I think gold looks good for the cards. Okay, let me put that back. You know, this one's called the Gilded Tarot Royale, but they're not gilded. Doesn't gilded mean that the sides have to have some type of foil stamping? Is that what it means? I don't know. All right, so for the 10 of Wands for my deck, I stayed true to them breads. Look at that burden. It looks just like this card, right? Except for the human not being in it. See? See? I did that. And I like the coloring that the black tablecloth has, like a blue to it. I love that. That's a black tablecloth. But it got a blue hue in the evening when we took that picture. It was hard. It was hard to keep these breadsticks standing like that without them trying to do their own thing and fall down. And I got that big, thick black rubber band. It came with something that I bought. I forget what it was. And I saved it. Oh, it came with one of these kombucha heater things for you to wrap it around the bottle and hold on the heater. And I saved it and I put it like that, and oh my God, thanks. Joe, thank you for helping me with these cards. I know I thanked you when you were doing it, but I have to thank him again, man. He was there helping me every step of the way. So let's get into the cups. The 10 of Cups is about abundance. You have achieved bliss and harmony. Abundance surrounds you. And then the reverse is disappointment and disharmony, emphasis on stuff, not love. So that's the reverse. You're materialistic in the reverse. This is all about love. When I watch card readers read on politics and Biden used to be in office, they would say this is the President Biden card. About love and abundance. And I like it has the rainbow. Take note of that rainbow, okay? Take note of that rainbow. So then for the Gourmet Tarot, This is what they did. It's a tad confusing for me for the Ten of Cups, but I guess it's about partying, right? And then for the Gilded Tarot Royale, look at all the cups above the ladies. And did we notice that rainbow? Okay, you're keeping an eye on that rainbow, right? All right, all right. And then for the one that gives us more information, I'm gonna poke my eyes out with these darn glasses. I need to buy new ones because I got a new test, so I need to buy new near vision because I got one computer glasses for free, but I need to go buy some new near vision. Okay, 10 of Cups. You're in an idyllic state where all of your dreams, wants, and needs are being met. Ooh, I love this card. Look around you and take a moment to soak everything in. Be present and truly thankful for all of life's blessings. Take comfort in knowing that you are on the right path. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water. Divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, and family contentment. That's what it means, guys. Then for the Marchetti Tarot deck, it's the 10 of Cups. Pretty self-explanatory. And you notice I put the light at a different spot now where it's not glaring on the cards. And remember I told you to pay attention to that rainbow? Look at mine. I did the rainbow with gelatin. And it wasn't Jello, it was gelatin. It was cheap store brand. And no, well, the light blue was that, what's that? The Jari? That's not a cheap brand. The light blue. And then how I got this wannabe purple color, but it looks dark on the card. I mixed some colors together. And then I had orange and red. You know, oh, I made the rainbow, child. I'm so proud of that. And again, this is my box, okay? All right, so let's get into the 10 of Swords. And for the Rider-Waite, it says, you are at the end of your suffering, left exhausted, you are ready to heal. And then reverse says, you are unwilling to take steps to help yourself take action to heal. Every time I see this card, all I see is being stabbed in the back by somebody. That's where my mind goes. Pay attention to that. For the Gourmet Tarot, this one is the Rider-Waite. Look. I kind of stayed with this idea for my card. You're going to see. You're going to see. And then for the Gilded Tarot Royale from Ciro Marchetti. Kind of stayed true to the Rider-Waite, right? Love the card. I love the Gilded. Have I said that before? Love the Gilded Tarot card. And then for the one that gives us more information, the Rider-Waite. Let's see. 10 of Swords. You've endured something painful and have multiple wounds as a result. It's going to take time to heal. We can't change the past, but we can certainly play a role in our future. The 10 of Swords marks the end of your ordeal. Things can only go up from here. Put the past behind you and start moving forward because the light is ahead. Have you heard that thing where it says, I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel and finally it's not a freight train coming at me? That's what this feels like that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air, painful endings, rain, ruin. Painful endings, ruin, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. See? I tell you. And then this is from the Marchetti Tarot. Oh, this is very, very self-explanatory to me. That man is in pain. That one. And then from Barbara's deck. Yeah, I'm going to start referring to myself in the third person. 10 of Swords. This is the first card that the first picture that I took from my deck. And when I made my deck, most of the Pentacles I already had pictures for because I made cookbooks and I have those pictures from my cookbooks. But I had to take pictures for the other suits. And this was the first picture that I took. This is the first picture that I took. And then I went on a trip to Belize with my sister and Joan and my sister's husband. And I just told her, I'm going to do this. And she's like, you can do it. So the 10 of Swords is my card there, okay? And notice I have the meaning too on the bottom. And I have my thing very clear. And it's not in no darn Roman numerals and nobody know again. All right? Nobody knows that. Every time I keep the glasses on too long, it starts to feel heavy on my face. Not like heavy, but strength-wise for the prescription. Abundance and security are fulfilling you and you provide for your loved ones. This is the 10 of Pentacles. The reverse says, reaching a goal can lead to stagnation and issues may arise. That's the Rider-Waite. All right, the 10 of Pentacles in the Gourmet Tarot. That box. Gilded Tarot Royale. Ooh, I like that. And then the one that gives us more information. The 10 of Pentacles says, this one. It says, you're blessed with wealth. Ooh, hold it this way. And abundance, feeling financially secure, and trust that because of your success and accomplishments, you will always have what you want and need. The foundation for your future has been paved for sustainability. Feed that compulsion to be charitable or help others. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I want to say Capricorn because we talk Creole. Capricorn, Earth. Wealth, financial security, family inheritance, long-term success, stability, contribution, domestic love, home attainment. All right. So where are we at? We're in the coins. Okay. And then from Marchetti Tarot, this one. Look at that pretty bird. That's gorgeous, right? Cute. And then from my deck, man, I never thought I would be able to say from my deck. So the 10 of Pentacles, these are planting chips, but I like this picture because they look like coins. And so Jada was leaving for work that day, and the puppy was outside playing, and Joe made some plantain chips, and so I put 10 of them on this black plate, and I said, here, Jada, give it to the puppy, right? You're sharing your wealth. And she did that, but let me tell you a little behind the scenes. The picture didn't actually come out good as far as the plantain chips go. Jada came out good, the puppy came out good, but the plantain chips came out blurry. That happens sometimes when the camera lens is focused on one subject. The other subjects will be blurred, right? And so I took the picture separately with the plate and the plantain chips. The plantain chips are real. I just took another shot of it, and Jory photoshopped the plate into Jada's hand. Ha ha ha. See, now you guys know all my secrets. All right, so when I come back, we're going to read the meanings of the 10s from the Gilded Tarot Royale booklet. The 10 of Wands says, you are nearly finished with an arduous task. See the light at the end of the tunnel and find the strength to finish what you have started. Remember, the light at the end of the tunnel is not a freight train coming at you. The 10 of Cups is a happy personal life full of satisfying activities and comforts. The 10 of Swords, a difficult situation is near the end. A hard time is almost over. And then the 10 of Pentacles, achieving long-term goals and financial stability, security, investments, inheritance. This is one of them too where some of the cards are extremely good and some of them are kind of aight. Like the 10 of Swords can go either way for me, all right? So this is what it means in the Gilded Tarot Royale booklet. So guys, I want to put a little bit extra. Let me grab from the deck that gives us a lot of info. That deck is not in sequence. I have like the Rider-Waite, the Gourmet Tarot, the Marchetti Tarot, and my cards are all in sequence. They're not shuffled, but these two are shuffled. If I want to do a reading, I can use these two. So I want to do a reading. Let's do a reading on my money. Right? Let's do a reading on my money. Let's see where my money at though. I mean, I did this project since April, and they tell you it's going to take that long. But when I saw that they were selling it and I saw the stuff was sold and then it said paid out, when it said paid out on October 31st, I got paid out on that small amount. What happened to the big amount? It doesn't even have a dollar amount per hour, but I know more or less the dollar amount per hour because the company that pays me, my managing company, they told me the talking head videos pay this much, less our piece, it comes to this much. So sometimes when I want to get a good shuffle in, I'll separate the deck and shuffle real well. I don't know how to do the bridge or the poker shuffle, so I've stopped trying. All I keep doing is bending up my cards and they go flying everywhere. I'm not good at that, but I enjoy when people can do that. But then again, it kind of bothers my ears too when I'm listening with headphones and go like, okay, enough of that. So I'm just taking a little bit at a time and shuffling. And we're going to do a full darn Celtic cross because you know what? These cards have the meanings on them and they have the in-depth meaning. You guys have time to hang with me because we're at the end. We're at the end. This is 10. Now we're going to go into the court cards. Next 4 videos are going to be court cards. Page, what else? Knight, Queen, and King. Now in playing cards, all you have is Jack, Queen, and King, right? So I feel like the Jack would be the Knight. So now they have a page. What's I going to tell you? When I'm done going, I want to be finished recording. I want to finish recording all these foundational videos before New Year's. Today again is what? The 27th of December. I don't know if they're all going to be public before New Year's, but I want to record them before New Year's, edit them, and just post them. And at the start of the new year, we're just going to start reading on random stuff. That's what I see card readers doing. It's fun. They just pick topics and they shuffle and they do their layout, right? I don't have any flyers. Sometimes you'll have a flyer. I'm not good at the flyers. So I always start again with the top card. So that's going to be the signifier. What's the question again? Am I going to get word about my money? What today? Saturday? So next week, starting Monday, because I don't think I'll hear from them today. They're probably still on Christmas break. Am I going to get word about my money next week, starting Monday? That's the signifier. Then I move some cards. And I have the challenge card. Move some cards. These cards are like slippery. And then I have the foundation. Move some cards, and then I have in the past. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to have the camera, the people that use their computer and they bring the thing down, bring it up. Move some cards, and we have the overarching energy. Move some cards, and we have immediate future. Let's get some stuff out the way. Move some cards, and we have internally, and then externally, and then hopes and fears. This is the Celtic cross. And then the outcome. And then don't forget that we're going to have one line hidden underneath it all. So let's see. The signifying card says the 5 of... darn. Why the 5 of Pentacles? The 5 of Pentacles for the signifier. That's what brought us. Okay, maybe that's what brought us to the question, right? That's what the signifier means. This is what brought me to ask the question. Because I broke, okay? And it says, times are hard and you're experiencing serious financial strife. You may have lost your job, your home, or all sense of financial safety. This has been a humbling blow to your ego and you're feeling isolated, but you may need to swallow your pride and seek help. Support is out there. Where am I going to seek help from, right? I need my money. I worked for it already. So it's talking about financial loss. Well, we know this is what brought us to the question. Because I haven't lost anything per se, but I'm not making enough money doing YouTube, you know, so we got to figure it out. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune is what the challenge is. The challenge is you may be taking the good with the bad right now, and this is a cycle that you cannot control. Remember that no matter the outcome, the wheel always turns. Nothing lasts forever. Okay, so this is correct. Don't you guys think this is correct? Yeah, I'm taking the good with the bad. It's Jupiter and fire. And this is a major arcana card. And don't sleep on these major arcanas when they come up in a read, okay? They mean, look at me. Good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point. I'm going to say turning point. And it's not that stupid group that's out there. I'm going to say we are coming to the turn. Okay, so the foundation of the read is the Empress. Ooh, that is about abundance. Okay, so you and I are going to claim that I'm going to make double what I think I'm gonna be making. I'll come back and tell you the truth. It says you're experiencing new life, maybe in the form of pregnancy. Oh, hell no. Romance, business, or elsewhere. The Empress positioned upright may also be a signal that it's time to be kind to yourself and invest time in some self-care. Take comfort in knowing that the Empress has your back. Venus and Earth. This is another major arcana, so take note. Things are going to be happening. Abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, action. I feel like this is a good foundation to stand on. I feel like things are going to change. And even if it's not that money, I feel like I'm going to get an offer from somewhere else or something else. But I'm reading on that money. So let's stick on that money. The 9 of Pentacles is in the past. So in the past, this is what was happening like maybe yesterday or last week that brought me to this card reader to ask her, read on this for me. You know what I like about card reading? You can pay and get your cards read. When you go to church, you got to pray for the prophetess or the prophet to give you a prophecy. And usually it's depressing. You know, if they tell you you're going to become a millionaire, they're going to tell you that you need to sow $1 million first. Or if they tell you that you're dealing with a health issue and you're going to get your health back, they're going to let you know that you're going to need to sow into the pastor or sow into somebody that's poorer than you, because they say you sow downwards for your health and upwards for your wealth. That's what they say.
You got to sow $1,000 first.
$1,000 seed gonna get you a man. People are always in there for a man. So in the past is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is telling you that it's okay to indulge and pamper yourself. You're close to the pinnacle of an achievement. It hasn't been realized yet. Do we need to read any more in this thing? I think we're going to hear news next week. And you should celebrate by treating yourself. Now is the time to make wise investments and stand independently financially. Don't lean too heavily on anyone else. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth. All right. The overarching energy is the Ace of Cups. Whenever you see Ace come up according to Afefe, who is from Touch by Tarot, she said the Ace of Cups, the aces are always yes. So the Ace of Cups, remember when I did mine, I poured the tea and it poured over. It says, let go of any emotional baggage that is weighing you down and start truly living your life. This is your opportunity for a fresh start or a new relationship. Whether or not you choose to take the cup and drink from it, it's up to you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water, love, compassion, creativity. All right. I like this read. I'm asking about my money, if I'm going to get word about my money for next week, because I told you guys in one of the other videos that I finally saw a thing where I got paid out for 2 more jobs. The jobs are small. It's literally going to be $8, right? But this other one is a bigger money. But I'm thinking that you watching me, I think I have 8 subscribers now. You guys watching me, pick from this what you need for your life going into 2026. And maybe we'll do a read. I don't want to do any reads in between, laying out the foundation of the cards. That's why I'm reading on the end of this one right here. The Five of Wands, now that's the immediate future. If I don't do anything to make a change, that's the immediate future. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. And it's about tensions are high and you're in the midst of conflict, competition, or change that is impacting your ability to move forward. You and the others involved are unable to find common ground. Everyone is fighting to be heard and yet no one is listening. Calm your storm. I remember what I wanted to say in one of the videos when I said an idea hit me when I was reading the 5 when I was in my daughter's room. That's the calm your storm. I used to have a mug that I made when this lady used to have a what do you call it, a ceramic shop next door when you used to have to throw things on the wheel. I didn't make the mug, I just painted it, and it says, I put this on it because I saw it somewhere. It says, sometimes God calms the storm, but sometimes he lets the storm rage and he calms his child. That's what I pick up from this 5 of Wands. He's gonna calm me, all right? Because I'm not fighting with nobody. I'm quietly sneaking into 2026 without having to fight with anyone. Okay, Justice. Your decision will have lasting effect. Another major arcana. Notice this. Julie, are you noticing this? We had the Wheel of Fortune, we had the Empress, and now we have Justice. This is internally what I feel. Things that I might not be sharing with anybody. Your decisions will have lasting effects. If you're endured wrongdoing, this card may mean that relief is incoming. However, if you've caused pain, take this as a warning. An upright justice may also mean that you need to learn the truth about yourself or others, or perhaps some attention is needed for an important decision. Venus, Libra, air, justice, fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, cause. I feel like it means my money coming. Externally, what others see, the Hanged Man. I know you all thinking my money is on pause, but you better get with me. It says the upright position of the Hanged Man indicates a penance. Others may not understand the need for sacrifice, but you see things differently as you walk this path alone. This may be the time of indecision, but take time to breathe and internalize your choices before making any crucial decisions. Okay, I'm not making any crucial decisions. Doesn't mean pause. It means I gotta reflect. I gotta reflect, guys. And I am. At the end of the year, all of us reflect, right? So then the hopes and fears is the King of Pentacles for the people who read on, what do you call the thing? Politics. This is usually comes up as chump, okay? It says you are confident and successful, finding many opportunities to attract and manage wealth. You've achieved great things and can finally say you've reached the pinnacle of your achievement. So sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. They always say it's him because he's always about that shmoney. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth, wealth, business. Oh my God, my money. Joe, guess what? My money is coming and it's going to be a lot. Good. What you want, boo? I'll buy you anything you want. You want a chocolate?
want a plane.
What your mama used to buy for you when you go to city? Sugar plum? You want a sugar plum?
I want a house.
Okay, two of cups is the outcome, and it's in the upright. The two of cups indicates a strong partnership or connection built on equality, mutual respect. You're receiving positive energy, to be sure to share it with others. The two of cups, okay, I know what you are. The two of cups, I know what you are. This is definitely my money coming. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water. All right. So maybe I'll partner with somebody else too. Like maybe Facebook will find out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the what I don't see coming. Look, Joe. Look at what I don't see coming.
Son?
Yes. Oh my God. Another major arcana. How many major arcanas did we get in this read? 4. Thank you, Holy Ghost. No, I don't talk to spirit. I know people talk to some spirit. I don't know what spirit they're talking to. I'm talking to the Holy Ghost, child. It says, you're currently feeling the warmth of the sun and have much to be thankful for. Quite a lot of joy and abundance are headed in your direction. Your energy and confidence are infectious. Shine onto those who care about you most. Sun and fire. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebrate. Rebirth, all is well. It is well. Hey, where's my partner? It is well. Boy, sing the next line.
It is well.
Your line is, with my soul. It is well. It is well. With my soul. If you guys don't grab this as your reading, I don't know what else to tell you. I was going to put these cards in order to start, doing what I told you I want to do by just reading the long thing when I do readings. But, hey, no le canta. Okay. So, I love this reading for me. You know how I say, I love that for you when you do something bad and, you faffle. I love this reading for me. If you're watching me and you see this reading, I'm gonna try to edit these. I taped 3 videos today, I believe, or maybe 4. I'm gonna edit them fast and pump them out because this has to go up before the new year. I taped this I finished the recording at 11:48 on Saturday, December the 27th, my daughter's 30th birthday. Grab a hold of this. This could be for you guys. They say the oil drips from the king's beard. I'm not a king, but I could be the archetype if I needed to be. But sap up this oil. All right, this for you too. This is about my money that I'm asking God for, and if it has to come from another source, God, I thank you. I thank you, and I thank you that we're going into the new year healthy. Nothing that is not of God lives inside our bodies right now. I speak it. Receive it. If you're having trouble with your lungs, receive it. Take it. See, I can breathe. All right. See you in the next video.